DC News Now at 4.
Scattered showers and storms outside of the DMV today. We'll talk about them and how long they'll stick around coming up.
There's nothing fishy about beating the heat. We talked to the workers behind DC's seafood scene working in the scorching temps.
Maryland's governor offering buyouts for state workers after implementing a hiring freeze. Why some lawmakers say the move could have been avoided.
Then, in a world where everything is on demand, Amazon is picking up the pace. We're stretching your dollar with the changes you could see for deliveries.
And Montgomery County is seeing solar, the new process that's making it easier for people to get access to affordable energy.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thank you for joining us for DC News Now for Mark Hall.
And I'm Tosin Fakile. It's day 3. Yes, another DMV First Warn Day as this heat wave continues around our region. Let's take a look at some video right now. This, you can almost smell it from here. I'm not a seafood person, but these employees right here working in those hot conditions with seafood.
And the whole goal, obviously, is to minimize their exposure if and when it's possible. And here over in the Virginia side, people finding ways to stay cool and get their steps in just by taking a stroll around the mall. And we have team coverage this afternoon. Our Scott Sumner is monitoring conditions. Our Dave Laval and Randy Bass are on the ground talking to people about those heat impacts, and we're going to hear from them in just a minute. But first, Scott, what are we seeing right now?
Well, that heat that we're just mentioned is prompted some severe storms to get into the area here. Over the last couple of hours, we've seen a couple of them pop up, mainly in Virginia, but some also in Maryland, as well as West Virginia. The closest one to D.C. D.C. is right off over my shoulder here. We're looking at this is Lake Ridge and Dale City. This is a severe weather system which is moving towards the south, as noted here, about 15 to 20 miles an hour. It has had quite a bit of lightning associated with it, and a lot of these storms have gusty winds associated with them as well. Now from here, as we pan a little further to the north and east of D.C., we see Annapolis ready to get impacted with some of these storms. And again, this is a warning that runs through to 4:15. It will impact Annapolis roughly around 4:29. We move further out towards the west, and the severe thunderstorm warning here out towards Loudoun, Virginia. Hamilton and Percival between 4:26 and 4:29 will be impacted. And further to the south, we have one in Madison, Virginia. This one will run through till 4:30. Again, a lot of these storms are moving from northwest to southeast, as with wider view shows. And over the next 2 hours, we can see our future radar picking up these rains. Again, avoiding D.C. at least initially, but the one possibly coming close to Germantown. That's the one that may impact Washington, D.C. around 6:30 or so. We'll keep an eye on it here, and we'll talk more about the heat and what to expect for temperatures overnight coming up.
All right, Scott, thank you. Now, while many of us are working in air-conditioned spaces and staying cool during this heat wave, there are some jobs where you cannot escape the heat.
DC News Now's Randy Bass checked in on workers out in the heat at the Municipal Fish Market in Southwest D.C.
And that's where she is this afternoon. Randy, these workers are no strangers to long summertime shifts.
Yes, the Municipal Fish Market here on Main Avenue has operated over the last 200 years. That's a lot of very long, hot summers here along the waterfront. Maybe a little breeze coming off the water here and there might provide some reprieve throughout the day, but it really is an outdoor job that is subject to extreme temperatures year-round. Keep in mind, they still operate here even when the Washington Channel and nearby rivers are frozen over too. Workers here at Jesse's Seafood say weekends are busiest, but even during the week, they may sell hundreds of crabs on a given day, and they say the heat really doesn't keep customers away. Workers we talked to say it feels like it's getting hotter and hotter with each passing summer season.
It's most definitely getting hotter, Esky. Now, it's undeniable, Ariel. I think you gotta be living in the box, and I see it. All I can say is you need to stay hydrated. It's just crazy out here.
Drink a lot of water.
How much you say you drink on a regular day?
So 10 or 12 bottles, yeah, a day.
And another note from workers here, be nice, be kind to workers who are outside, even though you might be hot and uncomfortable. In Southwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Randy for braving the heat for us. Thank you. Developing now, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer was taken to a D.C. area hospital today after becoming lightheaded at the Senate gym this morning. A spokesperson says he was treated for dehydration. He's back on Capitol Hill working now. Schumer is reminding everyone to drink water and stay out of the heat. And remember, you can stay ahead of the extreme heat that we have been dealing with. Getting an hour-by-hour update. Just head to our website, dcnewsnow.com. You can also scan this QR code right there on your screen.
Well, the Maryland man who was mistakenly deported is expected to be released from a Tennessee jail today. However, he might be taken into ICE custody after his release. Kilmar Abrego Garcia returned to the U.S. this month after being deported to El Salvador back in March. He is facing human smuggling charges from a traffic stop in Tennessee back in 2022. Still waiting on the outcome of that court hearing.
In the district, D.C. Council could be pulling the deal for a new Commander Stadium from the 2026 budget. Instead, they're choosing to vote on it as a standalone piece of legislation.
Chairman Bill Mendelson will introduce the legislation on Friday. D.C. News Now's Mariel Carbone is live at the Wilson Building with the latest. Mariel, what can you tell us?
Well, Mark, that legislation actually introduced a few days ago this past Friday. We're now hearing more about it this week, but really no surprise that this came out. The chairman has said that he intended to separate it this way, and council members, they have all said they wanted the process to slow down a bit. So now this legislation really just backing up that notion. Now, this legislation, it doesn't make any substantial changes to the deal itself. So it is still a $4 billion project. DC taxpayers still contributing $1 billion, and the funding for it, it'll remain in the 2026 budget. But by separating the language out of the deal and putting it as its own piece of legislation, it gives council the ability to really hold some public hearings, have people come in, learn about it, and give their feedback. We talked to Chairman or Council Member Kenyon McDuffie. He's a co-sponsor on this bill, and he is telling people this will not jeopardize the deal.
I'd love to have this deal done before the Commanders, start their season, but the council has a process, and anybody who cares about the stewardship of DC taxpayer dollars should support what we're doing right now.
So currently, council's budget office and its consultants, they are doing some various studies on the deal, an economic impact one, risk assessment, and stadium comparisons. They are expecting those to be complete early to mid-July for consideration. Now, this legislation, it'll be considered July 1st, but the timeline on voting on this deal is a little unclear from that point on. We know July 15th is the deadline from the Commanders to approve the deal. Mark and Toast and I did reach out to the Commanders, and a spokesperson tells me that they hope the Commanders can continue, the city can continue to work on this in an expedited manner and get that deal done. Reporting live from the Wilson Building, I'm Mariel Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Mariel, thank you. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin announcing the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development will be moving its headquarters from D.C. to Alexandria. This is video on the new facility located on Eisenhower Avenue. Officials say that the old building located at the Robert C. Weaver Federal Building in the district has asbestos and leaks. The governor's office says that the move will also save taxpayers several $100 million in maintenance.
A third day of Amtrak cancellations today. This time is due to equipment being unavailable. 2 trains running between Boston and D.C. were canceled. Then train service was stopped between Roanoke and D.C. Amtrak says it was attempting to get a bus to transport passengers to their destinations between Roanoke and Union Station, but weren't able to source alternate bus transportation for passengers. These cancellations are among a series of delays and issues along Amtrak since Monday.
Hey, the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington going for a hole-in-one. Now, they're at their annual golf tournament today in College Park. The tournament acts as a major fundraiser for the organization, and there were several celebrity appearances as well, including former Washington Commanders Super Bowl winning quarterback Doug Williams. Well, the NBA draft tips off later this evening as the Washington Wizards will have really 2 first-round picks, which could be very important. And there are several local guys who are expecting to hear their names called as well.
And of course, the man with the answer, sports director Derek Forrest, joins us with more on this. All right, so what can we expect, Derek?
Yeah, well, one thing, we know that lives are going to change because a lot of these kids are going to become millionaires as they continue to seek out their dream of playing professional basketball. But locally, forward Derek Queen had an impressive freshman season with the Maryland Terrapins, hoping to lead the team to the Sweet 16. Now, his play helped propel his draft stock, and now he's expecting to hear his name called in the first round this evening. Alex Flum caught up with Queen for part 2 of their conversation as he prepares for the big night.
You were heavily recruited going into college. How did that process help you be ready to talk to all these NBA teams, prospective teams that might pick you?
I was like a lot of people say, like, that's in my circle. A lot of people say, like, I have to learn how to say no. That's why it took me like 2 months, because day after my birthday, Maryland played Coppin, and I was like, that's where I wanted to be. But like, I was just so like, I don't know, I was so nervous. It's my first time really like having to tell people I'm not coming to that school. So it was like I had to learn that. So that's why it took me 2 months to do that. But I'm just glad I chose Maryland.
And speaking of Maryland, you were very vocal on Twitter supporting Maryland. Maryland fans love you. You know, I went to Maryland too. The day doesn't go by where somebody doesn't text me about Derek Queen. So what does it mean to you to represent the University of Maryland at going into this next level and know that you're forever a Terp and forever people are going to think about your shot, what you did for the university?
Oh, man, it's amazing, but sometimes I like have like thoughts like in 100 years nobody not gonna care who I was and stuff. So like it was like, it's just like I don't know, it's just so real, and I'm happy I got to do something good for Maryland. But like I said, like in 50 or 100 years, people not going to remember that shot and stuff, but yeah.
They might, you know, they might still be playing I'm Derek Queen and I have Maryland pride over there. You know? Speaking of that shot, how much do you think about it? Obviously, it was such a big moment for you.
I don't think about it a lot, but when I see it, it bring me, I put a smile on my face. So it's great just seeing the shot replayed, and people still to this day on Twitter always replay it and tag me in it and like make comment, like good comments to me and say I appreciate you. So it's great.
And finally, do you have a message to the Maryland fans out there for all the support they've given you?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say I appreciate y'all. Forever gonna be a Terp. Love that place. Don't matter who is the coach and who's gonna be in the building. I just really appreciate all the support and love that they all gave me.
All right, so places like NBADraft.net, they have Derek Queen going 17th tonight in the first round. Thomas Sorber for Georgetown is projected to go in the first round as well. And then let's not forget the Wizards. They have the 6th pick and the 18th overall pick in tonight's draft.
And you know, sometimes, Derek, not all the time, but sometimes the later you go, the better team you get a chance to play with. Sometimes, more often than
most of the time.
Most
because,
of the time.
You know, the worser teams are
Right.
picking at the top of the draft,
Right.
and obviously the better teams are picking towards the bottom. But it's also the right fit. You have to have the right fit with that team as well.
I'm excited for him because he's a Terp and I'm a Terp, so
Yeah.
good luck to him.
Oh yeah.
All right, Derek, thank you.
All right, still ahead.